Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are making this very delicious rice. This rice does not have a name, but in my home we call it pepper rice, mommy's pepper rice. It is rich with flavors and very addictive, you guys. I always make it back to back. So keep watching for the recipe and don't forget to turn on notifications so that all my recipes come straight to you. These are most of the ingredients we'll be using for this recipe. First of all, we have curry powder, and I'm going to use this to season the meat to just bring out a particular kind of flavor. It is so fragrant. I'm also going to use this fragrant pepper. This is not just atarodo or scotch bonnet. You can see it is shining. They call it pepper joss. It is more fragrant, it is more peppery, and when you go to the market you can easily spot it. They don't have it in bulk, so you see it in like small plates, and it is very expensive. So if you can get some, it will be perfect for this recipe because it will make it fragrant and taste really good. Then we also have onion. I love onion in a lot of my recipes because onion gives a bit of deliciousness or sweetness to it when you fry it properly. We also have palm oil here. I will be heating it up and bleaching it till it is almost like vegetable oil, but not all the way. If you don't have palm oil, you can use vegetable oil for this recipe. This is fresh rosemary. I love using rosemary, but I don't find the fresh one all the time. Anytime I get it, I always like to include it in my recipes because it brings such a lovely flavor. I'm also using these peppers. They are like bell peppers, but not exactly. I found them in a supermarket and decided to try them out. You can use bell peppers if that is what you have, and you can use yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper, or green bell pepper. I also have goat meat here. You guys know how I feel about goat meat. I buy goat meat a lot of the time because it is very flavorful and it adds this richness to your meals. And to me, I think it's kind of cheaper than the other kind of meats, and it is easily accessible to me. So you can use other kinds of beef if you find, but this is what I'm using for this recipe. To season, I'll be using beef stock powder. When I'm cooking beef, I use beef stock powder. If I'm doing chicken, I use chicken stock powder. If I'm doing fish, I do fish stock powder, and that is just to enhance the natural flavor of what you're cooking. Then we have rice. This is basmati rice. There's different types of basmati rice, and the type I'm using, I've already showed you guys in so many videos. I have a video that will be linked in the description box where you can see the exact type of rice I use for this recipe. It makes it very good. And then last but not the least, I have some spring onions, and this is mainly for garnishing. It will make the food look pretty and it still tastes good. To start off, add the goat meat to a pot, season with salt, beef seasoning, some curry powder, some onion. I love onion, I told you, and then some of that fresh rosemary. Add some water, mix it together, and then cover and allow to cook till it is almost soft. The type of goat you use matters. Make sure you always use male goat. Male goat is soft and it cooks very fast. If you buy female goats are stubborn and it will take you longer to boil it down. So if you have a pressure pot, you can probably use it, but this cooks very fast because it is male goat. I'm transferring it to a sieve so that it can drain, and then so that I can use the stock, for the rice. So I've just added more water. The stock is very rich, but I need to season some more with some salt and beef stock powder. Allow it to boil, and then transferring the basmati rice we're using. The rice is going to cook in this stock and it is going to be very rich and delicious. I get a lot of questions about this particular pot. It is by a Nigerian brand called Radiance Cookware. I will have it linked in the description box. While the rice is cooking, I'm going to transfer some palm oil to a pot, and I'm just going to bleach it, not 100% bleach it. So we're going to bleach it like we're making ayamase. If you don't know what ayamase is, check the link in my description. I will link it. It's a very delicious Nigerian stew. Something else I will link is my 6-month food timetable that inspires you to cook different delicious Nigerian meals for your family, especially if you've lost inspiration or you don't have time to create a timetable for your family. This is going to give you an idea of what to cook every day for 6 months. So check the description box below. Anyways, the oil is going to bleach a bit. I'll cover it, and then now it's bleached, I'll put my beef inside. So I've cut the beef into tinier pieces so that it looks nice in the rice and so that everybody gets a piece or multiple pieces. So we're just going to fry it. This is the process of building flavor, you guys. Like, do you know all the flavors we've built to get to this point? So just keep watching. Once I take out the beef, I add some more onion, and then we're just going to fry that for about a minute or two till it softens really and releases like a delicious taste. Always fry your onions. And then now I have all my peppers and the bell peppers. I use this processor to blend it roughly. You can have yours smooth if you want, but I like it rough like this because it does look pretty when you serve the food. Now I'm going to season this sauce with some salt and some beef stock powder. You can use this sauce with white rice at this point because it is already cooked and it is delicious. You can use this sauce to fry eggs. So after doing like this, just add your eggs. You can use it for so many things. I usually call it my multi-purpose sauce because if you have it at home, it is the base for many meals. You can use it for noodles, you can use it for pasta, you guys, you can use it for anything, for fried yam. Anyway, this is the texture I'm looking for and I am so excited. As you can see, the oil has floated to the top and it looks cooked now. Now is the time we then introduce the rice that was boiled. So you can see because it's basmati rice, it's standing one by one, and that is what I want. So I'm just transferring everything to the pot. You will see that this rice that I'm taking from the pot, you can even eat it like this because it is already flavored with the goat meat flavor, with the goat meat stock. So now all we have to do is just mix up the flavors, add the fried goat meat, you can see how it looks, and then just mix everything together. The beautiful thing about this dish is that you can remix it in different ways. You can add fried rice ingredients, you can add vegetables to just make it more interesting, but this is the base of this rice and it is so delicious. Like I told you, this rice is addictive. Anytime I make it, I always have to make it kind of like the next day again because everybody wants more of it. So this is the finished product and I garnished it with some spring onions to make it look good and to make it taste better because you guys know that we eat with our eyes first before we eat with our mouth. So we eat with eyes first, your nose, you perceive the aroma of what you're about to eat, and then you taste it finally with your mouth. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe and I hope you give it a try. Don't forget to click the like button, very important, subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get all my videos straight as I release them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.